Hi, welcome. I just wanted to share this thing that's going on for me at the moment. And what it is that I joined Toastmasters in order to get brave enough to talk in public. So that's worked, and I've started my YouTube channel. So that's all really good. But one of the things with Toastmasters, it's quite structured, and you choose pathways. And so I chose my pathway, which was visionary communication, which I thought, yeah, this sounds really cool, quite ambitious. And yeah, I'll do that. So I'm doing that, but it's all very 3D. And I'm just like, oh, I just did my last speech was about leadership. And I didn't vibe with it. And I think partly I'm a bit sort of I have things about leadership, being a leader. Yeah, it's not really the way I look at the world or see the world. And so my next speech that was coming up was my communication style. And I thought, oh no, I just don't even want to look at it because it'll, have the various styles and it'll tell me what's good and bad about my style. And I'm like, well, I'm doing it. So I don't really feel the need for that sort of feedback. So, I'm like, oh, I can't even look at the homework just in case it sort of inflames my limiting beliefs about myself because I have so many that I'm working through, and it's just sort of, I find sometimes doing that sort of learning, it just is, yeah, it's too not the way I want to do it. So, forging my own pathway, which is quite visionary, I thought, in my visionary communication. So I thought I would even talk it rather than doing the communication homework and making that my speech. Not doing that would be my speech. So I gave myself this speech homework instead, which a note that I did for myself a few weeks ago was my task for myself for my next Toastmasters speech is to speak my truth, to not water myself down to suit my audience, just to speak my truth from my soul. And then I read that this morning and I'm like, ah, from my soul. Oh, in front of the people, in front of the Toastmasters, which is a group of mostly men who and there's a lot of people who like work in the government. So they're like people with office jobs, which is I'm really glad that people do those jobs, but I have no idea what they do. Just none. I'm just glad that they do it and I don't even have to know really. That's fine. But for me, I feel like my speaking is so different to that. So, and I don't know. And I'm sort of dubious about whether that group will want to hear me. And then I think, well, definitely on my last speech, I watered it down and tried to sort of make it what they wanted to hear. And I just don't want to do that. It doesn't give me any sense of fulfillment at all. So I'm going to stick to my task that I gave myself. Speak from my soul. Mm. So I've got a few ideas about what it's going to be about. And one thing that I came up with a couple of years ago when I was asked what I want to do with my life. And this is what I wrote down. I want to be love walking and tell everyone that they are too. So sometimes I remember to be love walking. And tell everyone. So I think I put it in lots of different words. And when I tell everyone, I'm not telling anyone anything new. Everybody knows already. You already know. You know that you are love. You might, but if you're anything like me, you might need lots of reminders, not just one little YouTube video, either, a whole lot of reminders that you are love. And even maybe explanations of how that could possibly be true and all the things. I quite like that I just set myself the task of telling everyone. I don't have to convince anyone. I don't have to check in that they believe me. I just need to tell them. So I'm telling you that you are love. If you're walking, you love walking. Mm. So that's part of my next Toastmasters speech. Mm. Which is interesting timing if I do it at the next meeting, because it's going to be a special goodbye for this guy who actually, the first day I went along to that club, I looked at it and quite logically, it was mostly men and there were lots of rules. And I was like, I don't know about this. I really don't know about this. But he was so lovely that I can't remember what words he used, but what I heard and what I sensed from him is that you'll be safe here, that you can talk, and we provide a safe space for you to talk. And if he hadn't had, because that wasn't his words, that was what I heard. And yeah, if he hadn't come across that way, would have run a million miles in the other direction. Because I know my friend in Australia told me to go to lots of clubs and then choose one, but I just went to that one. And because he was like that, I didn't go to any others. I just thought, no, I'll just stay here. Although he hasn't been there for the last 3 months or an amount of time anyway. So yeah, he's just coming along to say goodbye. So then is my speech a love letter to him? It could be. Mm. As I do my homework, I'm like, gosh, I set myself, my challenge was way harder than just following the path the Toastmasters gave me, to just speak my truth from my soul, which is really why I'm here, why I recorded. And what is my truth? I want to be love walking and tell you that you are too. You are love walking.